Hi, welcome to Audiobook Academy. This is a self-paced audiobook. There's no need to keep an eye on things. Just pay attention. Thank you for taking the time to listen. This is a book summary of The Little Book of Hygge. Danish Secrets to Happy Living. By Meik Wiking. When it comes to being consistent, you can count on the Danes. They are also a very happy people. They have been ranked among the world's happiest countries for many years, and have been ranked among the world's happiest countries for many years now. According to Shakespeare, Denmark may have been a different place. Not a single bad smell emanates from this location. To improve our lives, the Little Book of Hygge encourages us to embrace comfort, warmth, and generosity. It explores the Hygge, Danish for coziness, mentality that underpins much of Danish happiness. An author and CEO of the Happiness Research Institute, Meik Wiking is known for his work in the field. There is no one better qualified to deal with the subject of happiness than this man. Wiking has been named the world's happiest man by Time magazine for his books, which have received critical acclaim from all over the world. After defining Hygge, we'll show you how you, too, can bring a little bit of Danish magic into your everyday life. So, if you're in need of some cheering up or just want to feel more content, this is the perfect book for you to curl up with. Hygge is not only a part of the Danish way of life and culture, but it is also reflected in the charming writing style and the stunning photographs and illustrations that adorn this book. Isn't this a wonderful place? Work-life balance is a priority in Denmark. There are many Danes who place a great deal of importance on their work as well as their personal lives. Despite the country's well-structured social, political, and economic systems, there is another compelling factor in how Danes live their daily lives. Because of their harsh winters and mild summers, daily life in Denmark tends to be dreary and chilly. Because the Danes love Hygge so much, they don't mind the cold weather at all. In Denmark, Hygge is at the very heart of happiness. It's a mystery, isn't it, this Hygge? To practice Hygge is to seek joy in the little things in life, no matter how small they may seem at the time. It's about appreciating the little things that make a big difference in our day-to-day existence. Danish culture reflects this appreciation for one another and sharing, as Hygge emphasizes. Even though Hygge can be enjoyed on your own, the Danes place a high value on spending quality time with close friends and family members. Coziness, warmth, safety, intimacy and gratitude are at the heart of the concepts. A hug without touching, socializing for introverts, or even cocoa by candlelight are all ways to describe the Danish art of Hygge. Hygge is the antithesis of anything that makes you uncomfortable or intrusive. The goal of Hygge is to create an idyllic, comfortable environment, but it is not a style. People frequently misinterpret it as being about commodification or consumerism. Hygge has recently soared to new heights of popularity. However, Brexit ended up winning the popular vote, despite its inclusion on the Collins Dictionary's 2016 list of contenders for Word of the Year. Hygge, in contrast to Brexit's exclusionary nature, promotes a sense of togetherness, sharing, and equality. Hygge has been taken over by social media influencers, Pinterest users, and YouTubers, and it has lost much of its original ethos. Images of perfection can be found through a simple Google image search. There are chunky socks, perfectly coordinated color schemes, elaborate lighting concepts resembling candles, and piles of woolen blankets and expensive wood furniture in these images. Wiking says that while some of these elements are Hygge, it's not a design scheme and shouldn't necessarily come with a high price tag because Hygge is for everyone. So, don't listen to the Hygge appropriators and social media influencers. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make your house more Hygge-friendly and enjoy the comforts of home. The Little Book of Hygge teaches us how to embrace the Hygge spirit and the significance of recognizing Hygge moments in our daily lives. As a result, it's about embracing the small moments in life, sharing them with others, and becoming more aware of life's beauty and wonder as it happens. Is Hygge something you're interested in? If so, what are some of the little things that make your life better? It's time to let some light in. A room lit by fluorescent or harsh lights can have an unsettling effect on one's mood. Overwhelmed? Disorientation? Anger? Uncertainty? Stress? A Hygge-like state of mind does not include these feelings. When it comes to Hygge, it's all about savoring a sense of warmth and comfort. Hence, the first step is to create a welcoming atmosphere, even if it's just for yourself. The Danes place a high value on candlelight as a means of creating an ambience, and there is nothing more important to them than this. It's easy to create a Hygge-like atmosphere in your home if you have a fireplace. In order to get the full Hygge experience, you'll need to buy a lot of candles, even though that isn't the point. The good news is that expensive scented candles are the furthest thing from Hygge. Forget the celebrity-endorsed candles, candles should cost no more than a couple of dollars. To the Danes, Candles are so important they burn the most in Europe. Over the course of a year, the average Dane consumes about 13 pounds of candle wax. A hygge recipe would be incomplete without candles, according to Wiking. Overwhelmingly, 83% of Danes say candles come to mind when asked about hygge. Lyslukker is so intrinsic to Danish culture that if a Dane ever referred to you as one, you'd better take a long hard look in your own mirror. Someone who extinguishes a candle may use this term as an insult. Candles are so commonplace in Denmark that they can be found in nearly every building. If you're in a home, office, or school building, you'll find an abundance of candles to choose from. Put a stop to it. If you're the type who gets irritated when someone's cell phone rings in a theater or other peaceful setting, you're not alone. It's easy for noise to pierce the calm of an environment and ruin a precious moment. Creating an inviting and cozy atmosphere requires careful consideration of both sound and silence. When it comes to our perception of the environment, sound has a significant impact, and it can be extremely distracting, especially if it is artificial. You must practice mindfulness and be in the here and now whether you choose to practice hygge alone or with others. Because the goal of hygge is to relax and take pleasure in the present moment, it is essential that all electronic devices be turned off and left unattended. Anyone who has a hard time getting friends and family members to disconnect from their devices might benefit from adopting hygge. Indulgence of the mind. The Danish concept of hygge is all about savoring the little things in life. However, this does not give you the right to gobble down a massive slice of chocolate cake without savoring and appreciating the experience. Cakes, cookies, cheese, coffee, and other sweets are all welcome in Denmark, according to the country's apparent food philosophy. The point here is that life is about savoring the simple pleasures and not feeling deprived or constrained. Mindful eating isn't a common practice in many other cultures, and eating for immediate gratification leads to a lack of enjoyment. Celebration, sharing, and taking it all in are all part of the hygge way of life. Savor the experience. Also, take your time when it comes to what you put into your body. The Danish coffee shop, or kaffe hygge, is a central part of the hygge experience. A simple cup of coffee with a friend can be transformed into a hygge-like experience with the right combination of lighting, ambience, warmth, beverages, and delectable home-baked treats. But kaffe hygge also incorporates the concept of high-quality and ethically sourced ingredients into the overall concept. In the end, we're all equal and should live in harmony. The hygge lexicon also includes terms like ethics, equality, fairness, and organic. Even though the Danes are notorious for their high tax rates, you'll rarely hear them moan about it. No matter how much money the government collects in taxes, Danes spend it on free public education and healthcare, as well as on a world-class transportation system and an abundance of leisure activity. The Danish people have a strong belief in the importance of belonging to a larger group. The Danes, on the other hand, are all about the collective we, whereas other countries tend to focus on the individual. Every aspect of daily life is infused with a strong sense of belonging and camaraderie, despite the encouragement of solitary pursuits. Hygge may not be for you if you aren't a social person who enjoys interacting with others. Being hospitable, taking pleasure in the present, and exchanging ideas are all central to the Danish concept of hygge. Being able to listen without being self-centered or arrogant is essential. Life isn't about winning or losing, it's about having fun with others and appreciating the small things in life. Oh, and don't bring up politics unless you want to. When you have a hygge moment, you put aside your differences of opinion and focus on being a part of something bigger than yourself. In order to keep it all together. Hygge can only be fully appreciated when people are unified, together, and grateful. Hygge, on the other hand, isn't about being surrounded by a lot of people, it's about being close to one another. Is there anything better than reminiscing and telling stories to experience this? The Danish concept of hygge is all about reminiscing and cherishing the good old days. Even though Christmas, birthdays, and other special occasions are important, hygge isn't limited to these occasions alone. Hygge is all about making the everyday something to be savored, not just endured. Most people in the United States only give thanks once a year, but this should be changed. To express gratitude, you don't have to host a lavish feast. Every meal is an opportunity to practice gratitude and express gratitude in the eyes of the Danes. It's possible that this moment could be the best of your life. For how long have you gone without having dinner with your loved ones? Families come in many shapes and sizes, and family dinner is an opportunity to acknowledge that. Storytelling and the creation of memories are important components of our social nature. Never underestimate the power of a good meal shared with the people you care about. Dinner is a time to relax, unplug, and enjoy each other's company. The hygge is at home. Hygge is a Danish concept that emphasizes the importance of finding contentment in one's own surroundings. Because they spend so much time at home, the Danes value it highly. There has been a surge in popularity for the Nordic lifestyle. So popular are the Nordic aesthetics that some people have dubbed them furniture porn. Creating a Hygge-inspired home doesn't have to be expensive, even if the Danes are known for their love of design and aesthetics. It's worth noting that while in college, our author did spend his hard-earned cash on an extravagant chair. This chair cost him one full month's salary, but it served him and his family well for 2 years before being stolen. Wiking, the happiest man in the world, wryly muses, "Needless to say, I was angry that my beautiful chair had been stolen. But at least the burglars had good taste," he says. Nothing encapsulates the Danish way of life like this. Almost 7 out of 10 Danes enjoy hygge in their own homes. That being said, how can we foster a sense of coziness and harmony in our own homes? In the beginning, you should focus on things that make you feel good. But don't forget, this isn't about being perfect or spending a lot of money. You can get the feel of the Scandinavian home by asking yourself, how would a Viking squirrel decorate his living room? If you're interested in bringing hygge into your home, here are a few ideas to get you started. A hygge krog, or cozy nook, is a popular Danish term for this kind of space. Creating your own hygge krog doesn't necessitate a large house or even a bay window. Danish people, on the other hand, love small spaces because they feel more secure and comfortable in them. You can bring a little bit of Denmark into your own home with a little bit of creative thinking and a few cozier cushions, blankets, books, and, of course, candles. Stock up on wood if you have a fireplace and put it to good use. Invite your family and friends to join you in your new home. If you don't have a fireplace, you can still create a cozy atmosphere in your home by using candles, making light pools, and setting up cozy seating areas. Another great place to gather with friends and family is around a dining table or kitchen counter. Focus on natural materials, wood, and bringing the outside in when designing a hygge-like home. Have a lot of blankets and cushions on hand, as well as a variety of textures. Finally, keep in mind that hygge is all about enjoying the little things in life. Simplicity, after all, is a virtue. To sum it up, there are 3 parts to the term hygge: a noun, a verb, and a sentiment. Something can be hygge-like, which is another way of saying that it has a hygge-like quality. Perhaps hygge has evolved into a zeitgeist in opposition to capitalism and the desire for immediate gratification? Introverts find it irresistible, no matter how we define it. Relax, indulge, and snuggle up with a good book and a hot beverage or glass of wine. That's all you have to do right now. Because it's a group activity, there's no need to feel bad about indulging. Meatballs and homemade bread are just 2 of the many recipes included in the book. As long as we enjoy ourselves, share generously, and savor every precious moment, we're living the hygge lifestyle to the fullest. As a result, it may be time to slow down, dim the lights, and switch to silent mode. Is this little book really so small after all? Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. See you in next audiobook.